Welcome to round 2 of the Gran Turismo 7 Super Formula Series at Suzuka International Racing Course. Eric on the Williams is on pole, followed by Mike on the Mercedes and Steve on the McLaren. Get ready for 26 thrilling laps, with rain on the horizon adding to the excitement. It's green light. Eric jumps ahead at the start, but Mike wastes no time, diving to the inside and snatching first place as they enter turn 1. A bold move sets the pace for an intense and competitive race ahead. Let's witness the intense battle between John in the Ferrari and Rene in the McLaren as they make contact before turn 2, forcing John off the track. This incident prompts the marshals to review the contact between the two drivers. Another incident unfolds as Rene recovers from the earlier clash with John, this time colliding with Abby's Aston Martin on turn 4. The collision forces the Aston Martin off track, resulting in the loss of multiple positions. After the crash in turn 1, witness John's remarkable resurgence as he maneuvers from 8th to 5th place, demonstrating exceptional skill. Amid the fierce competition at track, he executes strategic overtakes, including a crucial pass on Rene, firmly establishing his position in lap 1. Rene doesn't let John off easily. With a speed advantage after the spoon curve, Rene overtakes John, reclaiming 5th place and highlighting their competitive spirit on the track. As John attempts to fight back, he goes wide at turn 15, causing the Ferrari to lose grip and spin out on the track. As John gathered himself at the start of lap 2, he aimed to overtake Janandu in the Aston Martin, but contact ensued, sending the Aston Martin into a whirlwind, adding drama to the race. Let's dive into the heated battle between Sugi in the Red Bull and Abby in the Aston Martin. Abby executes a spectacular overtake, showcasing impressive skill in this fiercely contested race. Alexis on the Williams encounters a pivotal moment as he struggles through the spoon curve, losing control and spinning out wide. This mishap proves costly, resulting in a loss of 2 positions and intensifying the competition on the track. It's not just Alexis. Eric on the Williams is also facing difficulties. After the hairpin, Eric goes off track, allowing Steve to capitalize on the mishap and claim 2nd place in the race. Let's watch the intense battle between Rene and Sugi. Sugi makes a critical mistake on turn 2, allowing Rene to capitalize and execute a successful overtake on the Red Bull driver. In the battle between Steve in 2nd place and Eric in 3rd, Steve makes a crucial mistake on Dunlop curve, allowing Eric to reclaim the 2nd position on the track. The intense rivalry between Rene and Sugi unfolds further as they approach turn 9. Under mounting pressure, Rene falters, making a critical error at the hairpin that allows Sugi to seize the opportunity and execute a decisive overtake, shifting the dynamics of their battle on the track significantly. The battle between John and Rowan intensifies at turn 12, resulting in a racing incident that forces Rowan in the Red Bull to run wide on the track. On lap 9, the intense duel between Rene and Sugi continues. Under relentless pressure, Sugi struggles and goes wide on turn 9, allowing Rene to execute a successful overtake. On lap 14, we can see Sugi pushing the car to its limits, aiming to gain an advantage, but a slight mistake strikes on turn 6, allowing Abby to capitalize and overtake. Abby is now closing the gap, gaining time and getting closer to Rene. Rene has made a mistake, going wide on turn 7, which allows Abby to gain ground in the race. Now, back to the classic battle between Sugi in the Red Bull and Rene in the McLaren as they start lap 18. Both racers fiercely battle into the first corner, and Sugi executes a brilliant overtake maneuver. The rain radar indicates light precipitation, prompting Steve to opt for an early pit stop strategy. Meanwhile, Mike and Eric take a calculated risk by delaying their pit stops, anticipating changing weather conditions on the track. Finally, at lap 22, both Mike and Eric decide to pit as the rain intensifies, adapting their strategy to cope with the challenging weather conditions on the track. At lap 24, with heavy rain turning the track into a swimming pool, Steve in the McLaren struggles, making a minor mistake that allows Eric to capitalize and overtake him, moving Eric into second place. On the same lap, Abby spins out on the hairpin while attempting to close the gap to Renee, resulting in a loss of position to Sugi. The track remains wet, adding to the challenge of maintaining control. As the race draws to a close, Mike crosses the finish line in first place. What a flawless race it has been for him, showcasing exceptional skill and strategy throughout. Mike is followed closely by Eric, finishing just 3 seconds behind him. Despite his efforts, Eric's strategy didn't quite pay off in this race. And what's this? Steve spins out on the last corner, nearly causing him to veer into the pit lane. However, he manages to recover and ultimately finishes the race in third place. What an intense race it has been, with rain adding to the challenge. Mike emerges victorious, with Eric in second and Steve in third. Several incidents during the race will require review by the race marshals to assess their impact on the results. In the overall driver standings, Mike leads with a total of 52 points, followed by Steve with 33 points, and Eric with 30 points. Renee is also not far behind with 27 points in the overall driver standings. In the constructors' standings, the McLaren duo of Renee and Steve continues to dominate with 60 points, followed closely by Mercedes with 56 points. Williams follows with 31 points in the standings.